or avalanche breakdown. Okay, Zener breakdown. What will happen as you're increasing the reverse biased voltage across the junction? Then what happens? It will the depletion region, the electric field at the depletion region will be increased, and it is very narrow, and because of which it's getting high electric field, and this electric field, whatever is there at the junction, it will be it will have the ability. 1 second, 1 second, ma. I'm sorry. Okay, so here the Zener breakdown will happen because of the electric field. It will have high electric field, and because of that high electric field, it will easily pull the electrons from the atoms. So what happens? More number of charge carriers will be generated, and because of that charge carriers, the current will be increasing. Okay, it will be increasing in this way. Okay, so this here in the Zener diode, the conduction is due to the ionization by electric field. Here it is ionization by electric field. Ionization by electric field. And coming to the avalanche breakdown, and one more important thing is the Zener breakdown will happen for the voltages, reverse voltages less than VR is nothing but the reverse voltage less than 5 volts. Okay, so in few or diodes the Zener breakdown may happen, and in few diodes the avalanche breakdown may happen. Okay, so Zener breakdown, it will happen for less than 5 volts, VR less than 5 volts. When it comes to the avalanche breakdown, here what happens, the electrons which are present, it will gain high energy. Okay, as you are increasing the reverse voltage beyond 5 volts, here the avalanche breakdown will happen for the voltages greater than 5 volts. As you are increasing the voltage beyond 5 volts, what happens, the electrons will gain energy, and it will go and collide with other atoms. Okay, so because of that the electron hole pairs are generated. Okay, and that is the reason the current is increasing like this. Okay, so and one more important condition is this Zener diode will can be used as voltage regulator or constant voltage source. The reason behind that is, if you just observe the characteristics here, almost the voltage is almost constant, only the current is increasing there. Okay, so there, that is the reason this can be used as voltage regulator, or which is also said to be the constant voltage source. Constant voltage source, or it is said to be voltage regulator. This is very important topic. We'll see how you'll be able to how you need to connect the circuit so that it will be used as a voltage regulator. That we will see like now we'll see that. Okay, so this is what the condition. But if it has to work as voltage regulator, see, anywhere here will it act as a voltage regulator? No, only if the current through the Zener diode is in between IZ current is in between IZK and IZM, only then it will provide the constant voltage. Okay, so the reason behind that is, so only from here to here the voltage is constant. Otherwise, if you take somewhere here, it is not like constant. The voltage will also vary across the Zener diode. Okay, so only when the current through the device is in this in between these two ranges, then only the current will start flowing. Okay, and how will you determine that Iz maximum value? So it will be obtained by using the power dissipation. Okay, so power dissipation of the Zener diode will be given. Generally, power will be calculated as Vz into Iz. So here Iz maximum. Okay, so using this you'll be able to find out what is the maximum Zener current, maximum current that can flow through the Zener diode when it is reverse biased. Okay, if this is exceeded, then the diode will get damaged and will not be able to use it again. Okay, so that is all related to the Zener diode. And here dynamic impedance, if you want to calculate the dynamic impedance, so we'll be taking the slope. 1 by slope will give the impedance. So here if you take the slope, you need to find the slope. So it is again Z is nothing but Z or R, both can be used interchangeably. So Z is nothing but the impedance. Impedance can be calculated as change in voltage divided by change in current. Okay, and that change in voltage and change in current should be calculated in this region. Okay, so that is nothing but the dynamic impedance of Zener diode. So all this whatever I have discussed now, it is all discussed already except this equation. This equation I didn't give you yesterday, and today I have given you. Except this, everything else I have already discussed. And if you have the Zener diode in the circuit, then you can take its equivalent circuit. One such equivalent circuit without ZZ, without ZZ is like you can replace the Zener diode with a voltage source, and that voltage source value should be Vz. Or if you are considering with ZZ, it will be like I'll have the impedance source ZZ in series with the Vz. Okay, so this is what my equivalent circuit. Okay, so until here it is all related to the basics of Zener diode. Anybody have any doubts until here? You can ask me. Otherwise, I'll go with the how you'll be able to make this Zener diode work as voltage regulator. That we'll see now. Is this clear to all of you? Until here, it is clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it is all repetition only, like nothing new I have taught here. Now we'll go with the application of Zener diode, which is nothing but Zener diode as voltage regulator. Zener diode as voltage regulator. Okay, so as I have already mentioned, by using the characteristics, if Zener diode is operated in this region, then it will provide me the constant output voltage across the device, across the Zener diode. Okay, so for that the connection is in this way. Okay, so I'll have the source. Let me name the source value as Vs, and then I'll have the resistor Rs. It is said to be the this resistor is said to be the current limiting resistor. Rs is said to be the current limiting resistor. Why it is called as current limiting resistor, I'll explain you. And I have the Zener diode, and then I'll have the load. Whatever voltage, RL is the load. Whatever voltage across the Zener diode will be there, the same voltage will be there across the load also. Okay, across the load also the same voltage will be there, because these two are in parallel. Okay, so if I say the voltage here is Vz, then the voltage here also it will be equal to Vz. That's how it will be. Okay, that is the reason this RL and this is connected in parallel. It means that let me consider this is my some refrigerator only. Okay, you just assume that I'm connecting this voltage, this Zener diode across my refrigerator. So refrigerator, the input supply is 230 volts only. Okay, so what it has to do, it has to maintain 230 volts by using the diode, Zener diode, which will provide 230 volts. I practically, it's not like, I don't think we have such Zener diodes. I'm just telling one example. Okay, so this Zener diode is connected in parallel with the load, so that the voltage across the load will be same as the voltage across the Zener diode. Okay, fine. So here I need to show that how this Zener diode can be used as voltage regulator. Okay, so now here Zener diode, as I mentioned, when it is reverse biased, it should be it will work in the it will act as voltage regulator, right? So what will happen here, here I'll have P and N, P and N, right? So the when it is reverse biased, the current flow will be due to the minority charge carriers. So minority charge carriers, in the sense, here you have electrons and here I'll have holes. So the electrons will be flowing in this direction. So the current flow will be in the opposite direction. Okay. So that is the reason this is the electron flow and this is the current flow. So this will be positive and this will be negative. That is what I want to show here. So this is positive and this is negative. So the voltage here should be Vz. Okay, and Vz, it will provide constant voltage across the Zener diode only when it is operated in the Zener breakdown region. Okay, understand this properly. The voltage across RL will be constant only when Zener diode is acting in the breakdown region. Okay, only when it is acting in the breakdown region, because see, in rest all from here to here, it is not like it is providing the constant voltage. Okay, only from here to here it will have the constant voltage even though there is change in the current. Okay, so that is the reason you need to make a Zener diode work in this region itself. Okay, so this is the first thing. Then okay, fine, here I have Vs. What should be the Vs value, so that see, first of all, you just find out whether Zener diode is reverse biased or not. Tell me whether Zener diode is reverse biased or not, then I'll explain you rest of the parameters. How the Zener diode is biased?
It's reverse biased now.
It's reverse biased because this is your P and this is your N. N is connected to positive and P is connected to negative. So the Zener diode is reverse biased. Okay, reverse biased, the current flow will be due to the minority charge carriers, and it will be from P side to the N side. So the current will be flowing from here to here, here to here, N to P. Okay, so this is positive and this is negative, so the current will be flowing in this direction. So that is the reason this is positive and this is negative. Okay, so whatever voltage I will have across the Zener diode, the same voltage should also be there across the load. Only then I can say that the Zener diode is used as voltage regulator. Voltage regulator in the sense it will provide constant voltage value across the load. Can you people hear me now? People able to hear me now? Okay, fine. So here I need to make the voltage across the diode same as the voltage across the load. Okay, so for what should the Vs? Vs should be equal to 0 or Vs should be greater than Vz or Vs should be less than Vz or Vs is equal to Vz. Hope my question is clear to you. I need to make this Zener diode work in the breakdown region. Breakdown region in the sense from here to here. So for that, what should be my Vs value? See, only when I apply some reverse voltage, only then it will be in the breakdown region. So what am I? Whether Vs should be equal to 0 or Vs should be greater than Vz or Vs less than Vz. Vz is nothing but the breakdown voltage. This I have already mentioned you. VBR is nothing Vz in the Zener diode. Okay, so whether it should be Vs less than Vz or Vs is equal to Vz. That is what my question. Hope it is clear to you. Hope my question is clear to you.
Less than Vz.
Is my question clear to you? Vs should be less than Vz. That's what you mean to say?
Yes, ma'am.
If Vs is less than Vz, it will be somewhere here. Okay, so will it be in the breakdown region? Will it be in the breakdown region? See, this is nothing but VR. As I'm increasing VR, then only the current, the voltage across the Zener diode will be constant, right? So if Vs is less than Vz, so this is nothing but Vz. So less than that in the sense somewhere here. So my question is, will it be in the breakdown region? Anybody else can answer. Just think about it. Like I'm just asking you questions so that your brain will become alert. So I need to provide Vs. Vs is nothing but VR, whatever we are applying, whatever reverse voltage we are applying, that is nothing but Vs. So my question here is either Vs should be equal to 0, either this voltage Vs should be equal to 0 or it should be greater than Vz or less than Vz or equal to Vz. So that my Zener diode will have constant voltage. Anybody can try. It's okay. So say there is no right and wrong answers. I will be always telling you people. Anything, trying is more important. Even if it's wrong, nobody is going to bother. Neither me, not your friends. Try, ma, try.
So it should be more, ma'am.
It should be more. Can you please explain, elaborate it? Why it should be more? More is right answer.
At Vs equals Vz, breakdown takes place. So more than the breakdown voltage is a conductive path.
Yeah. Okay, so it can be greater than or equal to Vz. Okay, so from, this is your breakdown voltage. So the whatever voltage you are applying here, it can be either equal to Vz or it can be greater than Vz. Okay, only when this Vs value is greater than Vz, break over voltage of the Zener diode, only then it will be operated in the breakdown region. Okay, fine. So always what you need to do, whatever voltage you're applying, it should be always greater than your Vz. Equal to is also fine, but to ensure that it is there in the breakdown region, we will consider that Vs is greater than Vz. Any doubts here? Any doubts here?
No.
Is the point clear? Karthik MM, are you there, ma? Karthik? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. So hope it is clear to all of you, right? Why Vs should be greater than Vz. Why Vs should be greater than Vz is clear? Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
See, understand this. This is very, very, very important. Very important question. Very important question. Okay. So Vs should be greater than Vz. Okay. Only when Vs is greater than Vz, it is ensured that the Zener diode will be in the breakdown region. That is the reason. The first condition is Vs should be greater than Vz. Okay, that is the first condition. And what is the second condition? There is a condition limitation on current. Okay, so the current, this current was nothing but Izk, and this current was nothing but Izm, or you can even name it as Iz minimum or Iz maximum, anything, whatever we are flexible. Okay, Iz minimum and Iz maximum. And if you see, only if the current through the Zener diode is in between Iz minimum and Iz maximum, it will have the constant voltage source. So that is the second condition. Second condition is Izk less than or equal to Iz less than or equal to Iz maximum. Only when this condition is satisfied, it will be operated in the Zener breakdown region, or in to ensure that it is it is providing the constant voltage source. Let us not take it as equal, less than Izk. Iz should be greater than Izk but less than Izm. Okay, so this is a second condition. Okay, fine. Now also with these two conditions, I will be able to ensure that the Zener diode will be in the breakdown region. See, what is that? First, Vs is greater than Vz, and current through this Zener diode is in between Izk and Izm. Okay, Izm, so that the voltage across this will be constant. If the voltage across this will be constant, then the voltage across this also will be constant. The reason behind that is these two are connected in parallel. Okay, so that is the reason I am able to say that the Zener diode can be used as voltage regulator. Okay, now come back to RS. Okay, when I was telling you about RS, I told that RS is nothing but current limiting resistor. Current limiting resistor. The reason behind that, why it is called as current limiting resistor, let me explain you. Let me explain you. So here the current will start flowing in this direction. So the current will be flowing in this direction. So here what happens, the current will get divided here and the current will get divided here. So let me name this current as IL. Okay, and let me name this current as Iz. Let me name this current as Iz. Okay, so in this current let me name as Is. Okay, the current through the resistor, let me name it as Is. Okay, and this current will split into this Zener diode and as well as the load resistor. Okay, now apply KCL at this node. KCL at this node in the sense Is will be equal to, okay, here I have created the space. Let me write here. So here current here at this node I will apply KCL. Okay, KCL in the sense current entering into the node is nothing but current leaving the node. So you know that Is is the entering current and Iz and IL are the leaving currents. Iz and IL are the leaving currents. Okay, so based on this Is, I'll be able to find out what is my Iz and IL. Okay, so here you may ask me something related to the RS. Okay, so I am coming back there. So in order to get the equation with respect to RS, what we'll do, we'll just apply KVL here. So what is the KVL? As I'm moving in the clockwise direction, my first sign is minus. So minus Vs, current is flowing in this direction. So this is positive and this is negative. So plus ISRS, then plus VZ. I'm just applying KVL here. So plus VZ is equal to 0. So rearrange everything and get the equation for IS. Okay, IRS. So IS RS is equal to, or take this to the other side, so it will be Vs minus Vz. So here RS is nothing but, okay, IS is nothing but, I will take IS equation. So IS is nothing but Vs minus Vz by RS. So this is the equation for IS with respect to RS. Okay, RS is nothing but this resistor. Okay, so here I'm saying that this RS is the current limiting resistor. Okay, so let me just give you one example. Let me consider RS is 10. Okay, first case 1, let me consider RS is 10, and case 2, let me consider RS is 100. Okay, 100 ohms or 100 kilo ohms, so whatever it must be, 10 ohms here and 100 ohms here. So in which case the current value will be more? Understood my question? Let me come back to the question once again. So IS have written as Vs minus Vz by Rs. Okay, here I am considering that Rs value is 10 ohms as first condition and Rs as 10 ohms as in the first one condition and 100 ohms in the second condition. Now my question is, in which case Is will be more and in which case Is will be less? Have you people understood my question?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is that? So in which case your current will be more? Leave about Vs and Vz values, irrespective of that. Okay,
In case 1.
In case 1, the current will be more, right? Current will be more in case 1. Okay, so the reason behind this is RS is less, the current will be more. RS is less, the current will be more. RS is more, the current will be less. Okay, so based on RS, IS is changing. Okay, based on IS, the current through the Zener diode is changing because IS is nothing but IZ plus IL. Okay, IZ is nothing but the current through the Zener diode. Okay, so here the Zener diode, the current through the Zener diode should be in between IZK and IZM. Okay, so to maintain IZK and IZ minimum, I have to choose IS properly. In order to choose IS properly, I need to choose RS properly. That is the reason RS is said to be the current limiting resistor. Okay, current limiting resistor. RS is said to be the current limiting resistor only because IS is given by Vs minus Vz by RS. More the RS, less the IS. More the IS, more the RS, less the IS. Less the IS, more the RS is less, IS is more. RS is more, IS is less. That's how it is. Okay, so that is the reason it is the IS current is purely depending on RS value. Okay, if you take lesser value of RS, the current will be more. If you take lesser more value of RS, the current value will be less. Okay, so you, by controlling RS, you'll be able to control IS. By controlling IS, you'll be able to control the current through the Zener diode. Okay, why I need to control the current through the Zener diode? Because this IZ is nothing but the current through the Zener diode, which should be maintained in between IZK and IZK and IZM, so that it will the Zener diode will provide constant voltage across it. Is this clear? Is it clear? Is this clear? Any doubts until here? Please let me know. Any doubts until here? Please let me know. All of you are following? Amruta? Amruta R. Is she there? Amruta R? Amruta
Yes,
R? Is this clear, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Others also please respond whether we are you understood until here or not. Any doubts, please let me know. It is very, very important question. Any doubts you have here, please let me know.
No doubt, no doubts. Understood.
Okay. 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 So when the voltage Vs is greater than Vz and Iz is in between IZK and IZM, your voltage across load voltage. Okay, let me name the load voltage. Here I have the load. Let me name this as VL. The load voltage VL will be equal to VZ. VL will be equal to VZ. Okay, so this is how we are able to make a Zener diode work as voltage regulator. So whatever I have explained you now, it is all with the load. In the sense, here you have load. Okay, fine. If I remove the load, what happens to the current through the Zener diode? Whatever current is flowing through IS, the entire current will flow through IZ only. So the maximum current that should flow through the current limiting resistor should be IZM. Let me come back to this point once again. Let me just explain this point once again. This is here Vs, and Vs value is greater than Vz, and here this current is nothing but Iz, and this current is nothing but IL, and this current is nothing but Is. Okay, so you know the relationship, Is is equal to Iz plus IL. Okay, so let me consider this load is completely removed. Okay, when this load is completely removed, what happens to the current through the Zener diode? Whatever current is flowing through Is, the same current will flow through Iz. Okay, so I'm saying that the current through the Zener diode should not exceed IZM. Okay, but what is happening if I'm removing this load RL? What will happen? Whatever current is flowing through the load, that also will flow through IZ when this current is 0. So the maximum value of IS that it can take is only IZM. The reason behind that is if the load is removed by chance. Okay, so what happens? The entire current will flow through the Zener diode only, and if this IS, the total current IS is greater than this IZM maximum, what happens? The entire current will flow through the Zener diode, which is not preferable. What will happen? Because it will exceed the limit. Okay, it will exceed the limit. This limit will be exceeded and the device will get damaged. Okay, so that is the reason the maximum current that the Zener diode that the limiting resistor can take is IZ maximum only. Is it clear? Is this clear?
Yes,
Whatever statement I have made here is
yes,
clear, right? Okay, so with all these conditions, the Zener diode, if it is connected in parallel with any load by providing Vs greater than Vz, and the current through the Zener diode is maintained between IZK and Iz minimum, it will work as voltage regulator. Okay, so whenever they ask you to explain voltage regulator, Zener diode as voltage regulator, then you need to explain everything here. Okay, and this is what is my case 1 where I have load. This is my case 1 where I have load. So let me just remove the load. So Zener diode. The next one is Zener diode as voltage regulator with no load. No load in the sense there won't be any load. Okay, so in that case, same RS will be there, the Zener diode will be there, everything, all other conditions will be same except you will not have any load. Okay, so this is plus minus Vz, and here I will have the voltage source Vs, which is greater than Vz. Okay, and the current through this is Iz, and the current here is Is. Okay, if you have understood the previous case, this is very easy. So Is is nothing but Iz. And what about the Is with respect to the Vz, Rs? So just apply KVL here. The same thing. Nothing is going to change. Okay, except Is will be equal to Iz minus Vs plus Is Rs plus Vz is equal to 0. So here Is equal to Vs minus Vz by Rs. Okay, so again here also RS is nothing but the current limiting resistor. Okay, and RS IS value, the maximum current that it can take is only IZ maximum, IZM. IZM is the maximum current that can flow through the Zener diode. Okay, that's it with respect to the Zener diode as voltage regulator. Okay, so we'll do some problems. If you say that everything is clear, then I'll go with the problems. Or anybody want me to repeat the entire thing or a part of it? I'm ready to do that. Is it clear to all of you? Anybody want me to repeat anywhere? Anybody want me to repeat it anywhere?
No.
Okay. So note on the question now. So you may ask a question, ma'am, how will we come to know what is VZ value? So there are two methods. One is by giving IZT. IZT should be known to us. So by giving IZT, you'll be able to find out what is VZ. Or like generally, we'll have the data sheet for different types of diodes. Okay, so many diodes will be there. So Zener diodes or whatever PN junction diode. So whatever specifications are required with respect to that diode, like how much voltage, how much current, everything will be specified in the data sheet. Okay, it will be provided by the manufacturer. Okay, fine. Note in the question now. Nobody want me to repeat anywhere, right? Hope it's clear to all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Note in the question. In 9 volts, let me write along with you. In 9 volts, a reference source is to be designed using a series connected. Okay, one more thing I forgot to tell you. This Zener diode as voltage regulator, it is also said to be shunt regulator. This is also said to be the shunt regulator because if you observe, the Zener diode is placed across the load. Okay, so that is the reason it is also said to be the shunt regulator. Shunt regulator. Shunt means parallel. Okay. One second now. Okay, so note on the question now. A 9 volts reference voltage is to be designed using a series connected Zener diode and resistor connected to 30 volt supply. Select suitable components and calculate the circuit current when the supply voltage drops to 27 volts. This is what the question. So just check the question once again. A 9 volts reference source. What do you mean by this statement? 9 volts reference source. What do you mean by this statement? A 9 volts reference source. Are you people able to hear me? I'll get a dot if you don't answer me. Okay, so what is the meaning of this 9 volts reference source?
Voltage across the Zener diode should be 9 volts.
Yes, very good. Voltage across the Zener diode should be 9 volts. Is to be designed. It should be designed. Generally, designing means you need to find resistance values or capacitance values in the circuit. Okay, so either resistor, if you have resistance, capacitance, inductors, all this. Designing means you need to find what should be the values of those elements. Okay, what should be the value of those elements? That is what you need to find. That is what mean by designing. Okay, so what data he has given, what you need to do, let me just explain you. So here he has given that 9 volts reference source is to be designed using a series connected Zener diode. Series connected Zener diode and resistor connected to 30 volt supply. So can anybody tell me which resistor he's speaking about here? Which resistor? I have 2 resistors in my circuit, right? Can you tell me which resistor he is speaking about? Is it the load resistor or the current limiting resistor?
Current limiting resistor.
No, current limiting resistor, because he's saying that it is connected, resistor connected to 30 volt supply. Okay, so it is he's speaking about the RS. Okay, so let us draw here he is not speaking about anything related to load. Okay, so there is no load resistance present here. Okay, so you should not take any load resistance. And he is saying that the Zener diode is connected in series with the source. So this is what the VS. See, the circuit will be this one only. See, whatever question you'll get related to the Zener diode, it will be either this connection or it will be either this. That's it. You may either have the load or you may not have the load. That's it. That you need to keep in your mind. Okay, so here he is not speaking anything to the related to the load. It means that he is taking the no load condition, and this resistance is RS, and here he is saying that VS value is nothing but 30 volts. Okay, and what should be the voltage across the Zener diode that is mentioning? It is 9 volts reference source. It means that the voltage across the Zener diode should be 9 volts. It should be 9 volts. This voltage should be 9 volts. Okay, so for to design the circuit, in the sense you should know which diode to be used and what should be the value of RS. Okay, so this is what the designing means. Okay, so first what he is saying, we'll read the question. Select suitable components. Okay, first what is asking, he is asking to select suitable components and then and calculate the circuit current. First you need to design the circuit, in the sense you need to find out what is IS and which Zener diode will provide the 9 volt supply. Okay, that also you need to take. Okay, you need to find out. Okay, so properly choosing RS value and this Zener diode, you need to first design the circuit. Then after that he is asking you calculate the circuit current, in the sense you need to calculate the current through this, because everything is connected in series, so the same current will flow throughout the circuit. So calculate the circuit current and the supply calculate the circuit current when the supply voltage drops to 27 volts. So once you design, you'll come to know what is RS, you'll come to know what which diode is used and whether it is capable of providing 9 volts or not. Once you know everything, he is asking you to find out what is IZ or IS, because IZ is equal to IS here. So IS when this voltage drops to 27 volts. This is what the question. So before going with the current calculations, let us design the circuit first. Okay. So you may ask me a question, ma'am, how to find the Zener diode that will provide 9 volt supply. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to check the data sheet. Okay, so data sheet in the sense different manufacturers will give different Zener diodes. Okay, so for that Zener diode, what is that breakdown voltage, that also will be given by them only. So you need to find out what is that VZ. Okay, which diode is providing that 9 volts or whatever they give, whatever reference volts they want. You need to check the data sheet and find out which diode will provide you 9 volts as a reference voltage. Okay, so from the data sheet, okay, in the exam how to find that, okay, don't worry, he will give you. Okay, he will give you which diode will provide you that constant 9 volts 9 volts reference voltage, or the voltage, the breakdown voltage of the Zener diode, which will have 9 volts as the breakdown voltage or the constant voltage that will be provided in the question itself. Okay, so let me just write that from the data sheet. It can be found that no other diode is providing 9 volts, but it is providing 9.1 volt. Okay, and that diode name is IN757. This is a diode diode number which will provide you 9.1 volt. See, the one which is approximately equal to this value is only this diode. Okay, and this voltage is at IZT is equal to how much? 20 milliamperes. So I was talking about the test current also. If you just recall, I was talking about the test current also. So test current is nothing but in order to find out VZ, we'll be giving this IZT, and for that particular IZT, this VZ will be calculated. So here from the manufacturer's data sheet, it is found that the voltage which is nearer to the voltage that he is asking us, it is 9.1 volt at IZT is equal to 20 milliamperes, and the diode that will provide 9.1 volt supply is IN757. Okay, so this diode is nothing but IN757 diode. It will provide not 9 volts, it will provide 9.1 volt. Okay, so this is the maximum approximation that I can do. If I have something other than 9, if it is like 9.5, 9.7, something like that, whichever is nearer, that I need to choose. Okay, so here I've choose this particular diode which will provide 9.1 volts, which is near to 9 volts. Okay, so coming back, I know now, I know what is the current through this diode also. What is that current? IZT, because this 9.1 I have got when IZT is equal to 20 milliamperes. Okay, so you know that whatever current is flowing through the Zener diode, the same current will flow throughout the circuit. Okay, so now apply KVL. Okay, so minus Vs, and this is plus minus. Current is flowing in this direction, so plus minus Vs plus IZT or IS, anything is same. Okay, IS or IZT both are same. Okay, because it is in series. RS plus VZ is equal to 0. So RS is nothing but, okay, IZT into RS is equal to VS minus VZ. I want to find RS. RS is equal to VS minus VZ divided by IZT. Okay, VS is nothing but 30 minus VZ. VZ is nothing but 9.1, because the voltage that is provided by this diode is 9.1. So 9.1 divided by, at what current? 20 milliamperes. 20 into 10 power minus 3. Simplify this and tell me what is your RS value. Quickly simplify and tell me what is this RS value. .9 divided by 20 into 10 power 3. So it is 1.09 something kilo ohms. So this is what the RS value. But practically when you take, you will not have 1.09 kilo ohms resistor. So we will approximate it to 1 kilo ohm resistor because it is practically available. 1 kilo ohm resistor is available. So that is the reason we'll fix that value to 1 kilo ohm. So now let me just draw the circuit. So here I have the supply voltage Vs. Rs value is nothing but 1 kilo ohm, and Zener diode is providing plus or minus 9.1 volt. Okay, now what is the next question? So I've got Vs is initially 30 volts. Okay, 30 volts. Now I have designed the circuit. Now my design is ready. Now what is saying, the current and the voltage, the supply voltage is dropped to 27 volts. So in that case, what will be the current? Okay, let me name this current as IZ. So here I need to find out what will be the current now. So again, minus Vs plus IZ into Rs plus Vz is equal to 0. So I need to find current IZ. IZ is equal to Vs minus Vz divided by Rs. Vs is nothing but 27 minus Vz. Vz is nothing but 9.1 divided by Rs. Rs is 1K. Okay, so with this you'll get IZ value. What is IZ value? minus 9.1. So is it 17.9? 17.9 milliamperes, right? IZ is nothing but 17.9 milliamperes. Milli, because here I have 1K. K is nothing but 10 power minus 10 power plus 3. K is otherwise I'll write as 1000. Okay, so 17.9 milliamperes. Okay, so this is what the current through the circuit when the voltage drops to 27 volts. Is this clear to all of you? Is this problem clear? Is this problem clear to all of you? Anywhere you want me to repeat once again? Is the problem clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody want me to repeat once again?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, so this is how you need to design the circuit. We have one more problem related to this that we'll see tomorrow. Okay, so that's all for now. If anybody has got any doubts, you can ask me. Otherwise, the class is done for the day. What, ma? I'm not able to. Oh, you want to note it down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you scroll it down?
Okay, down.
Yes.
Still down?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay. That's all for now. That's what. Anybody have got any doubts, you can ask me. Otherwise, you can. Thank you.